Why? Why was his answer? Why was his answer? I need to get it out. I just need to get it out. Why was his answer? Let me just do it. Let me put the plate. No, my belly's about to hurt again. My belly's about to hurt me. It's hurt me already. It's fucking too late. It's fucking too late. His answer was...
Hey, what up family? It's Mama Africa back again in the cut. I hope y'all have been good. Looking at yourself. Hey. Looking after yourselves during this panoramic. I'm here to talk to you guys about dating inside your intellectual bracket. It's a really important factor to know when you start dating again, or if you are dating. Before you even consider that person to be a worthy candidate of your love, like, is that person in your intellectual bracket? And I'm gonna, today's gonna just be a little fun story time about how I was dating a guy who wasn't in my intellectual bracket, and it was so sad because, well, let's get into the story first. Let's get into the story. Okay, so I was dating this guy. Let's call him Peter. And Peter was a lovely guy. Like, I don't think no man's, like, the little things that he did for me, no man has ever done, like, terms of showing his care for me. And even the way he looked at me like I was the most beautifulest thing on this planet. Like I was so precious. I just loved, like, the look of me in his eyes. Like definitely, like, the smile that I could bring to his face. It was so, like, refreshing. So I was dating Peter, and Peter was a lovely guy. Had a good heart, humble, do you know what I mean? And he's African, so he has African principles, like, in terms of looking after and catering for a woman that he loves and he cares for. So he was very much a provider and a protector in that sense. But Peter was the kind of guy that made everybody laugh. But not because he was so comical, it's because he was the joke. And that was something that I've never found attractive in a guy. Like, I can't be with the guy that is the butt of the joke, or the one that everybody's always laughing at because they always say something stupid, or just the things that they say, or the way that they say it just sounds stupid. No, I like the guy that commands the attention in the room, the voice of wisdom. The guy, le conseiller, like, so the guy that gives everybody advice, and everybody thinks he's so wise and so old for his age, and il est posé dans l'esprit, dans la tête, do you know what I mean? Posé, like, he's just got a good head on his shoulders. So that's the kind of guy that I love, and that's the kind of guy I would want to be with. So the fact that Peter was not this guy, he was not the posé one, he was the one that had the posé friends, yeah? Posé means, like, a good head on his shoulders, basically, is what I'm saying. So he wasn't that. He wasn't the wise one. He didn't make all the best decisions, but his heart was always in the right place when it came to me. Like, I don't think there's a lot that I could ask him for and he wouldn't say no, and he wouldn't not, like, there's not a lot that he wouldn't do for me. But so Peter was like, and I basically, so I went along with it because he made me feel good, and it was nice to be around him. It was nice to be with a man that saw me in the way that he saw me. So yeah, I entertained it for a while. He wanted me to be his woman. And then it got to the point where I was like, I'm not treating this man with integrity. And he deserves to be with somebody that loves him and respects him for who he is, do you know what I mean? And I can't truly, I love him as a friend, and because he loves me and he cares for me, I love him, just like, do you know what I mean? And I love him for who he is, but not for the purposes of a husband or a father to my kids. So it came to a point where I had to say goodbye, kind of thing. And then he kept, like, he wouldn't accept it. Like, he kept refusing that it was over. He kept refusing that we, like, do you know what I mean? He's like, why do you not? I'll do anything for you. I'll move down for you so we can be closer. You can move up here. Do you know what I mean? Like, anything, Velly. I was like, saying all the right things, you're just not the right person. So what happened was that I was trying to explain to him that my reasons for not wanting to be with him is that I can't learn from him, I can't feed off him, I can't progress with him. Like, if I was to be in a relationship with him, I would be the only one, he'd be the only one benefiting from me. And I would benefit from him in different ways, because he has taught me certain things that are beneficial to me in terms of networking and the companion I keep. So he is, I guess, street smart in that sense. So, but I like an intellectual man. A man that's read books and enjoys reading books and takes time to, you know, educate himself and learn new stuff. So that wasn't him, do you get me? The only time he's learning new stuff is if it's a part of a course that he has to do you know what I mean? So in my explanation to him, I was like, like, I need to be with somebody that has the same crave for intelligence and the same crave for, I was like, I'm a sapiosexual, do you get me? Intelligence turns me on. When a man starts speaking about things that he's passionate about and things that he knows, it turns me on. So you not having any passions besides music and dancing and or the buzz culture, and that's an Ivorian thing, is really jarring. It's really jarring to me. Like, I can't be with like a nigga. Do you know, like a caricature? You're a bit of a caricature at this moment. I can't be with that. So yeah, I was trying to explain to him, like, boom, this is why I can't be with you. So, and he still wasn't getting it, do you get me? So I was like, all right, let me give you an example of what I mean, Peter. So I goes to him, Peter, how can organizations manipulate government policies to serve their purposes, or why is it they do that? Something like that along the lines. Why was why? Why was his answer? Why was his answer? I need to get it out. I just need to get it out. Why was his answer? Let me just do it. Let me put the no, my belly's about to hurt again. My belly's about to hurt me. It's hurt me already. It's fucking too late. It's fucking too late. His answer was, in this life, you need to be organized. Because if you're not organized, jobs won't take you seriously. You'll always be late. I said, now I will see me trouble. Hey. The man started giving me some explanation about organization and the benefits of being an organized person in this world. I said, somebody didn't understand that question. And I kid you not, I started laughing on the phone, and I don't feel really bad, because if you don't respect yourself, how can I respect you? You know, but my friend, respect yourself, know your standard of woman. You know what I mean? You can't come and be with someone that's so intellectual and someone that craves of it, like education and knowledge, and think that you with your bummy self or your lack, sorry, I'm insulting, I don't mean you with your, I just think it's very insulting, you with your lack of want to better your mind is a match. What you bring it, right? Do you not see how useless you are? And you want to come and useless my life is be reading books by myself and have nobody to talk to about these books. I'd be like, honey, this book is so good. Yeah. No. I can't. Oh, I got this from this book. And what did you get from it? I don't have those conversations no more. I cannot have those conversations no more. It don't make sense. Don't come and useless people's life if you're useless. Find useless people together so you can be useless. Useful people need to find useful people. So yeah, bless him. I laughed so hard on the phone. It was a joke, and he I bet he felt so shame. But he did have shame. He don't have shame, that boy. He don't have shame, which is one reason why I love him. So he laughed it off. But it was just like, that just showed me that we are not on the same level. And I feel like as somebody who is intellectual, being with somebody who is less intellectual than them, or it's not necessarily about what job the person has or what degree level they have attained, whether it's PhD, masters, or just an undergraduate degree. I think it's more about, because I met some really intelligent men who have never been to uni, but they sit at home and they read. They've got books, and they sit there and talk to me using language and vocabulary that I've only learned because I was at uni. Do you get me? So intelligence is not defined by a piece of paper. I don't think I'm necessarily that smart compared to that man, the man that's not gone to uni and he has books and books. I'm not as smart as him, I'll tell you that now. But I went to uni, so on paper I'm the smarter one, you know? Oh, you in your feelings, boo-boo. 3-4 hours later, eh? Oh, you want to treat me like how I treat you. It's okay, baby. It's okay, baby. It feels suffocating being with you, having such a wide imagination, a high level of thinking, and having to reduce yourself to think on the same level as somebody that is lower than you mentally. That sounds really rude to say, but it's not my problem. It is your problem. If you engage on a high capacity, then you engage on a high capacity, and sadly, that person is lower than you mentally, like on the level that they engage in. So I feel like it's so suffocating to be with somebody dumber than you. It doesn't make so much sense, but I feel like some people, it works for some people. Some people like to be the smart one and have the goofy one, because again, opposites attract. Me, I feed off, you know what I mean, having an equal, or having, I don't mind being here and you being here. Like, that's okay, because then I can come here and I can come here, and the teacher, the student sometimes becomes a teacher. Do you know what I mean? Thank you for that little stepping stone. I'm fine with yeah, dating within your intellectual capacity is so motherfucking important. Your intellectual bracket, because reducing yourself reduces the doors that will be open to you. You start acting less than who you are. You start entertaining things that are below your standard of thinking because you're around. You know, misery loves company. It's just like, it's not just for misery, it's for all these bad habits. Dumbness loves company. Stupidity loves company. Wantinity loves company. So, I don't know what I'm talking about. Wantinity is not even a word. So when you're around stupidness, you're dumbing down yourself. It's like my brain cells are depleting from engaging in conversation with you. You know, like that. So I do think it's really important to to be with somebody that helps you maximize on the intelligence that you have, that helps you grow it and not reduce it. So when you date below your intellectual capacity, do you know what I mean, naturally it's reduced. Somebody that can't even comprehend what you see and what you understand, how can you even start to even engage in a normal conversation with that person? It doesn't really work. Do you know what I mean? Next, I mean, somebody in a high intellectual capacity bracket, then you're the dumb one. Then they need to move away from you. But okay. But I think it's that, again, another point, it's not always the intellectual bracket. So the man, the man may be not as smart as you, but he has a desire to learn more. He has a desire to educate himself and knowledge. It's the desire to learn, the desire to want to learn. I think that needs to be there in a human, that needs to be reciprocated on an intellectual level. So then your knowledge is, because you teaching other people shows that it re-emphasizes the knowledge. They say the best way to know that you know something is to teach somebody else. So if you can teach somebody else, that means you really know it at the back of your hand. So even you just teaching that person that wants to learn more is also strengthening your knowledge in a way. So that's beneficial. I can see the benefit to that. But if that person has no desires to better themselves mentally, or learn more about life, or think the knowledge that they have about this life is sufficient at the standing that it is, I think it's a bit of a lost cause. Get yourself a new man, babe, or get yourself a new girl. Do you know what I mean? It's not the one. Yeah, definitely date within your intellectual bracket, babe. Don't go below. Go above, if anything. Go above. And if you're the one settling for the lower, make sure the person has the desire to want to actually learn. Because being with somebody that's dumb, it's like, you know.